It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
It is still summer in the Midwest, and a pleasant summer day at that, as we are set for football at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, CD, this Chiefs club, you'd have to imagine well-positioned to make a run at repeating as Super Bowl champions. But it all starts and ends with number 15, and that, of course, the reigning league MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
And it's not just his talent, as you know, partner, because we've seen that on display. It's his leadership and the trust that the organization has in him to help bring along an offense and turn it into one of the league's best.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they made sure to lock up their signal caller in the offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to Patrick Mahomes for league MVP.
It certainly was a wise idea, because now they have their signal caller for the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone knew he could move it around with his legs, but boy, has he become accurate throwing the football.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They go play fake. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelce on the crossing route here. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down again. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by Penny. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On first down, Mahomes. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.